Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to discuss about trans-theoretical model or TTM. So what is trans-theoretical model and what is the impact of this trans-theoretical model or significance or value of trans-theoretical model in terms of nursing service or in terms of clinical service? That also we will discuss. So first of all, we will see what is trans-theoretical model or TTM. The trans-theoretical model or TTM or the stages of change model explains how people move through stages when changing behavior. So the other name of trans-theoretical model is the stages of change of model. The stages of change of model. So this model explains how people move through different stages of their behavior and what type of changes will occur in their behavior when they move through different stages of changing behavior. And it includes 5 key stages. The 5 key stages of trans-theoretical model are precontemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. And one more stage is there, that is termination. That's the last stage, but that is not included in the actual stages of trans-theoretical model. So first thing is, our first stage is pre-contemplation stage. Pre-contemplation means the individual is not considering the change and may be unaware of the negative impact of the behavior. For example, like smoker, chain smoker. So that individual is not considering the change. That means he or she is not gonna change that behavior and may be unaware of the negative impact of that behavior. He or she might be not aware about the consequences or the side effect of the specific maladaptive behavior. That is pre-contemplation. Then contemplation. That is the second stage of trans-theoretical model. There they recognize the need for change and weigh pros and cons, possibly planning change within 6 months. So there they recognize the need of changing what is that maladaptive behavior to adaptive behavior, and they will weigh or they will analyze the pros and cons of changing and what is the possible benefit, and they will possibly planning change within 6 months. That is contemplation stage. From the contemplation, we'll go to the third stage of TTM, that is preparation stage. In preparation stage, a commitment is made and small steps towards change again. So in preparation stage, we will make plans to change and we will develop some small steps towards change begin. So that is a commitment stage. From the preparation stage, we'll go to the real stage, that is action stage. In action stage, the person actively works on the new behavior. And that means stopping or quitting smoking. Just example I'm saying. Then after that, we'll go to the last stage, maintenance stage. That stage is very important because if you're maintaining the action, you'll get the result. If you're not maintaining the action, you'll not get the result. So maintenance stage means the new behavior is sustained for over 6 months with efforts to avoid relapse. That is called maintenance stage. So these are all the 5 major steps of trans-theoretical model: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. This TTM helps us to understand and support behavior change by tailoring strategies to each stage. It is useful across various behaviors, groups, and settings. And you can apply this theory in behavioral problem, especially if the person is showing any maladaptive behavior. We can apply this trans-theoretical model to change the particular person's maladaptive behavior into adaptive behavior. So here you can see some more clear picture on the stages. Okay. Pre-contemplation means the person is not aware about the changes or not aware about the consequences of behavior. In contemplation stage, they will come to change or they will not take initiative to change, may or may not be stage. In preparation stage, from the may or may not be stage 2, they will come to a must stage. They will start preparing and they will develop the plan with the support of clinical guidance team. Then action. There they will do the action and at last maintenance, keep going. And I would say this maintenance stage is very, very important. Keep going. If the person is not consistent in this phase, there is no point of following or going through this preparation and action stage. So as a healthcare professional, it's our responsibility to and make the person to understand the importance of maintenance phase to change the complete maladaptive behavior to adaptive behavior. So here I'll give you some more explanation on each stage. First one is pre-contemplation stage. That means no stage. In this stage, the individual do not see a problem with the behavior and have no intention of changing within the next 6 months. For example, like smoking, they'll keep on smoke and they don't feel that is a maladaptive behavior. They don't feel it's not good for them as well as for others. They may be in denial, lack awareness, or minimize the negative effect of their action. Often, they are unmotivated, defensive, and resistant to change. That is other problem. No one will be there to motivate them also is a reason. Or lack of awareness is also a reason. Or they will be in a denial stage. Then if they seek helps, it is usually due to external pressure rather than the personal desire. Without that pressure, they often revert to old habits. Progressing from this stage typically requires increased awareness through life events or therapeutic interventions that help them to reflect on how their behavior affects themselves and others. In this contemplation stage, the nurse or the doctor or the therapist need to work hard to make them to aware about the consequences of the specific behavior on their body, on their mind, and on their overall activities. So an outside pressure, without that pressure, sometimes they will stay consistently or they will consistently follow the bad behavior. After pre-contemplation stage, we'll go to next stage, that is preparation stage. So with the support, with the pressure, we will make the person to enter into the preparation stage. The preparation stage follows when a person decides to take action and commitment to change. They acknowledge the benefits of the change, outweigh the drawbacks, and begin gathering resources such as books, programs, and professional advice. During this stage, they may start reducing the problematic behavior and plan to take meaningful action within next 30 days. So we have to plan the time like this. Then only you'll get the proper deadlines. Okay, then only you'll get the proper result. Without thoughtful planning, however, they may struggle when challenges arise, increasing the risk of relapse. So in the preparation stage also, the person who is supporting them need to work hard to make them to understand the importance and to make a plan and to follow a plan or to develop a deadline. Without thoughtful planning, sometimes they may struggle. Okay, definitely they will struggle. And without thorough planning, they will struggle more and sometimes they will go back to the first stage. Okay. Then from the preparation stage, we will go to the action stage. Here the individual actively change their behavior, typically maintaining total abstinence for less than 6 months. Why I'm telling this time limit means this time limits are deadlines are very, very important to make them to get into the loop, to the plan. They feel empowered, seek support, use rewards to stay motivated, and plan for triggers to avoid the relapse. This is when behavior changes becomes most visible, though it's important to remember that much groundwork proceeds in the maintenance stage. Okay, from the action stage, they will go to the maintenance stage. In the maintenance stage, individuals sustain the new behavior for over 6 months and grow more confident in resisting relapse. They develop coping strategies, reflect on their progress, and continue reinforcing their commitment despite the occasional temptations, they say, focused by recalling their reasons for change and the positive outcomes achieved. So two stages you can see in these slides, action stage and maintenance stage, the last stages. In action stage, the person will actively involve in the changing process. They will completely quit the process of mocking. Why I'm telling process of mocking is that's the example I've taken from the starting of this discussion. They'll completely stop. They will find out some alternative solutions to overcome that urge to smoke. Okay. Then this is when the behavior change becomes most visible. So here in this action stage, you can see the visible changes in the behavior. From this stage, we will go to last stage, that is maintenance stage. In the maintenance stage, they will sustain the new behavior and grow more confident in resisting relapse. Obviously, temptation will arise to go back to the first stage, but that time, okay, as a healthcare professional, it's our responsibility to support. As a family member, it's our responsibility to support and give more emotional support and help them to deviate their mind from that maladaptive behavior to adaptive behavior. So these are all the stages of TTM or trans-theoretical model. All right. The aim of the trans-theoretical model or TTM or change model is to develop an action plan that supports long-term change and helps prevent relapse. Relapse is a common and expected part of the behavior changes process and should be seen as a learning opportunity rather than a failure. So these bad habits we can consider as a learning opportunity. From that bad habits, the person will learn a lot what it is giving to their body, what kind of side effects giving to their body, what kind of things will occur in the body if they continue the same thing. So rather than considering it as a failure, we can tell them that it is a learning opportunity. So you are in a learning opportunity, you are undergoing a learning opportunity, or so use it in a wise way and you can succeed. And it allows individuals to reflect on triggers, reassess motivation, and strengthen coping strategies. Change is often non-linear, with the people cycling through stages multiple times. Smokers, for example, may make several attempts before achieving lasting success, while some may regress to earlier stages. Most return to the contemplation or preparation. The first 3 to 6 months are especially critical, requiring active maintenance to reduce relapse risk. So in smoking or in the case of smokers, it's really hard to come to the preparation stage. From the preparation, again, it's hard to come to the action stage, and from the action to continue maintenance also really hard. So consistent support and positive reinforcement are essential to go through these stages successfully. The termination stage, I've told you one more stage is there, that last stage, the termination stage, often excluded from the trans-theoretical model due to its rarity, represent the complete confidence and zero temptation to relapse. Though difficult to achieve in case like addiction, it can be observed in consistent automatic behavior such as always wearing a seatbelt or taking medication on time. That is termination. Okay. Progression through the stages relies on three key factors. They are the process of change, either internal and external strategies that facilitate to progress, decisional balance, that means weighing pros and cons, with pros becoming more valued than cons, and self-efficacy, that means self-confidence, one's confidence in maintaining change despite potential temptation. So the success of trans-theoretical model application is dependent upon these three factors: process of change, decisional balance, and self-efficacy. So basically this termination phase is excluded from the trans-theoretical model due to its rarity. But what is termination model means? Complete removal or completely taking the person from out of this stages. Okay, or we can say termination is like giving a seat belt to prevent the what consequences of accidents. And what is the clinical significance of this termination or trans-theoretical model? The trans-theoretical model or TTM holds a significant clinical value by providing a flexible, personalized framework for understanding and supporting behavior change. It emphasizes meeting individuals where they are without judgment and tailoring interventions accordingly. By recognizing relapse as a part of the process rather than a failure, trans-theoretical model fosters a supportive, non-punitive approach that encourages honest reflection and long-term success. So what is the impact or clinical significance of trans-theoretical model means? It can help the person to create to develop a long-term success. While initially applied to addictions like smoking and substance use, its usefulness extends to a broad range of behaviors, including medication adherence, weight control, and preventive healthcare. In clinical setting, trans-theoretical model can improve patients' complaints and engagement, especially when used to encourage regular medical assessment and healthier lifestyle choice. So this is the significance of trans-theoretical model in clinical side or in clinical aspects. All right, guys. So this is about trans-theoretical model. So trans-theoretical model is also known as change model or stage of change model. It explains how people move through stages when changing the behavior. We all will undergo through these stages with or without our knowledge if we are planning to change. So there are 5 major steps. They are pre-contemplation, that is the no stage. Contemplation stage may be or may not be. Preparation stage is the planning stage. Action stage is the do stage. And maintenance stage is the keep going stages. The person has to go through all these 5 stages in proper specific pattern. Then only the person will get the exact result and they can terminate. At last, we can terminate the trans-theoretical model application in that person. So, if the person is not going through the stages in proper way, that will not give a long-term success. So, what we have to do means, as a healthcare professional, it's a responsibility to provide continuous reinforcement or positive reinforcement, support, proper plans, and proper guidance to the person and make them to aware about the impact of maladaptive behavior on their maladaptive behavior and benefit of adaptive behavior. Hope you understand, guys. Thank you. Next time with other model. Bye bye.